Well, hi everybody, it's Doug. I have owed you this video for some time. We're going to start by talking about some of my lock purchases, antiques as usual, and then we're going to pick and gut this beauty that I got from Chris Capune. So let's get started in double time through this. First of all, there is this one. I think I paid about $40 for it. It is a Smith & Egg giant padlock, and it is a push key. Luckily I got the key with it, so I didn't have to go and try to decode it. This one I think might have been used as a post office lock, post box lock. It's from 1877 was the patent. And I don't know, it looks a lot like the post office locks. It might have just been used in similar purposes, but that's kind of a cool one. This next one has an interesting story. So I've had my eye on this style of lock for some time. They are known as Sterling locks, and the patent date is 1924. These, as I understood, were always used for gas pumps, and I looked all over the internet. I have yet to find a picture of one of these things in use and how it actually goes on the gas pump. But the thing is, I got it just like this. I figured out, I'll figure out how to get it open later. And this is actually, there's two different versions. One that seems to have a steel body, but this is a brass body, and it's got a gorgeous bronze patina to it. So I love that. But about, I don't know, a month before, I had been at a flea market and picked up a ring of like 4 or 5 keys because I thought they looked kind of cool. Among those keys was this one, and I realized once I'd been looking around that it had the zigzag. I don't know if you can actually see the zigzag to it that matched that zigzag. No, it was not a perfect match. It wasn't the key meant for this exact lock, but it was a key. And what I did was I actually impressioned for the first time. I can't impression pin tumblers to save my life, but this one I was able to. I just smoked it with some with a lighter, got some smoke on it, turned it a bunch of times so I could see where the marks were, and filed off wherever the marks were. It still is a little on the dodgy side, but it does open for me. And there we go. If you want to see what's inside one of these things, Bosnian Bill video 1346, he takes one of these and takes it apart. So you can actually see, but basically there's like this double-sided piece that clamps closed so that the circle, this piece, can't move, and then the key opens it up, spreads it out so that this can pass through. So really kind of a cool key lock, and essentially the key that I made for it. So that's number 2. Number 3, I stumbled on this one, and normally you'd look and go, you overpaid, Doug. This one is from, I paid $75, and you'll see it says Yale and Town. But because I hang around in the collector's Facebook, I'm aware of the fact that this is kind of a rare lock. They're hard to find. I paid $75 and was happy to pay that because these things are generally, I'll put some recent purchases up top, but these things are generally selling between $150 and $300, even without the key. I have yet to locate a key for this. It's a 29. I know somebody who has a 29 key, and I'm going to see if I can get a copy made from it, but I got to get a hold of the stock. So anyways, this is a really cool Yale lion face key. Or lion face lock. So those are the new purchases, and more to come, I'm sure. Meantime, time for us to pick and gut this one. I will tell you right right now, I'm going to do something very, very different that I've never done before. I'm going to speed up the gutting so you don't have to watch me take each and every little pin out. Plus, it's actually been a good month since I've gutted a lock, so my hands might not be as steady. But this is a key retaining American lock, all brass, and like I said, I got this from my buddy Chris Capune, who is always generous with the locks. So this is a set US, and I love it. Let's get going. Let's see if we can get this thing suctioned to a spot. So far, so good. Get this in. Do I have it right? No, I got it upside down. I'd be fine if I was in England, where they pick upside down compared to us. Alrighty, and no need to go to the pick tree because I've already selected 50 thousandths and this one from Law Lock Tools. It's one of the Deep NA picks. And let us dig in. Let's see. This one's got some serrations. I can't remember. I think there's going to be a little bit of a false set partway through. If I find there's enough of a false set to measure, I'll throw on the false setometer on there. But here we go. Okay. I'm going to go right to the back because I've picked this ahead of time, and I know there's no action towards the front. So nothing on 5. Oh, good click on 4. And by the way, if you're picking American locks, generally you're going to poke around and then all of a sudden one's going to move and that's going to release the rest of the lock for picking. So up to 1, got a single click. 2, got a single click. 3, nothing. 4, nothing. Single click on 5, and that must be serrations. We'll see when we open it up. Back to 1. Okay, it kind of skidded by. I think I might have gone by 1 or 2 serrations. Oh, nice click on 2, nothing on. Kind of a bump on 3, nothing on 4. Kind of something on 5. Back to 1, nothing on 1. Sloppy me, but I think I got to click on 2. I'm also adjusting my tension because I think I might have overset. 1, 2, good click on 2. That might be repeating what had dropped. 4, 5, and open. Okay, so I got to click on 5, got past whatever that might have been, and we're ready to gut. As I said, this is going to be a sped up gut, so don't worry about trying to listen to commentary. We're going to get this out of the way. And there is another video where I got this at normal speed. That's going to be pretty far back in my videos. But here we go. Okay, we're back to normal speed. You probably noticed that I sprung a spring off screen somewhere, and my first glance, I can't tell where it went. So I'm going to have to go looking for it after the video. But here we go, and I can see now, I didn't remember this from the last time I had gutted this, but This is a very, well, what am I doing? Holding it up. I'm going to zoom in because the camera can zoom. But this is a very mastered lock. So what we're going to see is our key pin combined with a master pin, and then in that case a very serrated driver pin. In this case, pin number 1 is serrated as well on the way up, and then the driver serrated too. Serrated key pin, neat little spool there along with a mastering wafer. More serrations. And I think Chris must have been playing with this because somebody put in an ASA. I believe that's an ASA pin. And then one more very long serrated pin with another spool. So there we go, some beautiful pinning. Really cool lock, and I do appreciate, as always, everybody sticking with me. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you guys again. Meantime, please have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and or whatever you might celebrate. Meantime, it's also going to be a great new year. Happy 2023 in advance. Thanks, everybody, for a wonderful year. We'll see you in 24. Oh, 23. I hope that wasn't a prediction. Thanks, everybody. Take care.